Hey, what it do, sports world, and welcome to the Real Untouchable Podcast with me, Ray Diggs. I got a great segment for you all. I want to talk about the Nick Chubb situation and what's next for this Cleveland Brown team as they drop tonight's game against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. Okay, but hey, before I get started, hey, make sure you all thank you all for coming in, tuning in to the podcast. Hey, it's gonna get better and better. As you all know, I said it. I got guest that's getting ready to come on, and we're gonna debate. I'm starting to trying to find debate partners that can get on. Some of my friends, they want to get on, so we'll continue to get this thing better and better. All right. And also, you saw see the Facebook page, you all see the Instagram page. Hey, make sure y'all go in there and subscribe to that. Also, I will put the YouTube channel on there as well. All right, man. And thank you all for everybody that subscribed to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Just know that I'm grateful for you all to be tuning in and listen to me speak on things that that I love. It's not going to be just a sports debate. It's not going to be just sports talk. We're going to talk about real life. We're going to talk about just things in general that's going on in the world. All right, I want this right here to be a diverse channel. I want to talk about everything. All right, but I won't touch into a lot of military stuff because that stuff right there can get it can be real dangerous. But hey, let's go ahead and jump into this thing. Nick Chubb, y'all. First of all, I want to say, man, get well soon. Everybody that know me know I am a big Nick Chubb fan. Been a fan since he was at the University of Georgia. And if you're not tracking what happened to Nick Chubb tonight in the game against Pittsburgh, Nick Chubb went down with what Coach Kevin Stefanski said was a significant knee injury. If you all are not tracking, if you all can't remember, right? Nick Chubb was injured as well at the University of Georgia back in 2015, in which he tore his MCL, PCL, and LCL. I think, in all reality, that this is what he tore as well tonight in this game. Nick Chubb, if a lot of people don't know, Nick Chubb career rushing yards over 6,000 yards. He's been one of the most durable running backs in the NFL since he came into the NFL. And it's crazy. It's honestly been crazy how healthy he's been. I was watching the game in the office when I had a Cleveland Brown fan standing there with me, and he was just talking about it. But the one thing that caught my eye as I was watching this game was how Pittsburgh was actually aiming at Nick Chubb's knee the entire night. And you can ask, and honestly, I kept saying it. I was like, man, is it just me? Or is the Pittsburgh Steelers aiming at Nick Chubb's knee? And that's exactly what I felt like they was doing the entire night, the entire game. Every time Nick Chubbs ran, and it's okay to go low, but I think aiming at the knee, that's a little dirty in my perspective, in my book. I feel that. And I honestly feel, and you listen, Pittsburgh fans, you can say what you want to say. Anybody else, you can say what you want to say. I honestly feel, and I don't want to call Micah Fitzpatrick a dirty player, because everybody know I'm a big Micah Fitzpatrick fan. All right. But in this perspective, in this situation right here, I think that this right here was a dirty play. And I say that cold-hearted. 100% my belief. I feel that this right here injury was intentional on Nick Chubb. Because it's just the way everything went. It's he break out on a couple plays. Every play they was hitting him at his knees. Every play they was hitting him at his knees. And that is the reason why I say this play right here was a dirty play. If you replay it and look back at it, because at first I didn't think it was that bad. But then when I heard him, you can hear him on TV, live TV, you can hear him. He was basically screaming, ah. I said, yeah, something wrong. He's not getting up because they were trying to help him up, but he wasn't getting up and he was holding that knee. It's a sad situation because honestly, Nick Chubb, he's only 27 years old. Can he bounce back? He'll be 28 in December. So he'll still be 28 when he come back next season. Depending on what happens, so we're going to wait on the results, the test results to come back. We'll see, you know, the significance of this injury. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think this injury is going to take at least a year. That's just my opinion. I think it's going to take at least 1 year. So we might not see Nick Chubb till like sometime this time next year. And man, it's man, I'm gonna be honest, man. It hurts, man. It hurts me to just see Nick Chubb on that ground like that. Good dude. You never hear him in the media. You never hear him negative. And for him to go down the way he did, knowing that running backs, they only got shelf life for probably about between 5 and 8 years. He's 28 years old, getting ready to have his second major knee surgery. It hurts. I'm not gonna lie. I watched the rest of the game, but it's like that play played over and over in my head, over and over again, because a player like Nick Chubbs, and if y'all not up on sports, Nick Chubbs went down tonight. Yesterday, Saquon Barkley went down, and these are two players that was really on that Zoom call, the running back Zoom call over the summer about their contract. And this is the reason why I keep trying to tell y'all that these running backs, they're going to have to change something. Running backs need to be up for a contract extension after their second year. Yeah, second year. Because honestly, I knew Nick Chubbs was that dude after his first year. His second year was just icing on the cake. Why not give them a contract extension after the second year? Go ahead, give them a contract extension, and then at least they get paid at least once in their career. Have Nick Chubb got paid yet? Yes, he has. Nick Chubb is very underpaid right now. If you look at his contract is like $32 million guaranteed. And I know people probably like, man, $32 million is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot for me. It's not a lot for a running back like Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb should be getting paid $50-60 million because he's the best running back in the league right now. At least he was the best running back in the league. Him, Derrick Henry, Saquon, those guys deserve to get their money. Why are these owners devaluing the running back position, knowing that Nick Chubb carried the Cleveland Browns? And tonight showed. But I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna say. Jerome Ford came in and got over 100 yards. You can put any running back in that situation, and they'll do the exact same thing. Nick Chubb. Lies. That's lies. Because they want to continue to devalue the running back value, and tell us that you can plug in anybody and they're gonna do the same thing like Nick Chubb. When in reality, that's a lie. And you can tell, yes, the Cleveland Browns, they missed him in the second half. You want to know why? Because he's their workhorse. If you have him in the fourth quarter, the Cleveland Browns wins this game, because he's going to be their workhorse. He's going to be the one that in the fourth quarter, he's going to take that game over. And if you look at this game right here, you can tell, like, okay, but the Cleveland Browns did everything in their power to lose this game. And honestly, I think that with this injury, quote me, I think that the Cleveland Browns, their season is pretty much doomed. And everybody know I'm a big Deshaun Watson fan, but tonight I had to face reality. I just don't think Deshaun Watson gonna return back to the Deshaun Watson that we know and love from the Houston Texans. I just don't think he's gonna get back to that again. And I could be wrong. But I think I'm right. And I hope that I'm wrong. I ain't gonna even lie, I hope that I'm wrong, because I'm a big Deshaun Watson fan. Been a big fan of him ever since he was at Clemson. So if he could get back to that, I ain't gonna even lie, I want him to. But I just don't think that he can. And it made it even difficult with Nick Chubb going down, because that's the man that he can just hand the ball off. do some, make sure the defense, keep the defense honest. But the Cleveland Browns can also go out there and get Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's still at the house. He's still chilling. Go out there and make it right with Kareem Hunt because they didn't want to pay him either. You see what I'm saying? And Kareem Hunt, he's another type of back that never really got paid. You see? So I'm honestly, these NFL teams make all of this money, but it's crazy how they don't want to pay their players. And like I said, it hurts that that Nick Chubb may never get paid. This is what some of his players, this is how highly they speak of him. Like Zadarius Smith, he said, man, he totes the rock. Every play he gets the ball. Every play he gets the ball, he gonna tote that rock. He gonna make sure that he get 7 yards. It's like 7 yards is almost automatic. And when he went down, I think that the Cleveland Browns kind of fell apart for a minute. Good thing that they had to go to halftime because honestly, I think that they fell apart. Just seeing your star running back, your best player, because he is their best player, on the ground, pretty much, I see my season slipped away right there. And I think that's what happened to the Cleveland Browns. And they wouldn't, I see that they bounced back a little bit, but I didn't think they bounced back fully after they saw Nick Chubb go down. And, like I said, Myles Garrett even said, it's our brother, man, my brother. It's a blow to the whole team when he went down. Deshaun Watson, it's hard to watch. When they showed it up there on the big board, that's when everybody got a chance to actually see it. And you knew it was bad because they didn't even show it on live TV again. They didn't show it on live TV no more. They was like, no, we can't show this on TV no more. I'm happy that they did. It kind of looked like the same injury that he had at Georgia. Same injury, same leg. So, hey, let's just hope that he can return back to being the same Nick Chubb, next season. Hopefully, we just got to wait on the test results and see what happens. All right. But for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I just want to say this right here. Y'all know I hated y'all. I hated y'all already. Now I hate y'all even more. So every time I say Pittsburgh Steelers, y'all gonna get a boo. I'm gonna boo you all every single time I say Pittsburgh Steelers. Y'all know how much I dislike this team. Micah Fitzpatrick. Honestly, you my boy. I like you, but I think this right here was intentional. I think that you did this on purpose. I'm not gonna say you hurt him on purpose, but you purposely kept going for his knee. And that is something. If we're gonna protect the quarterbacks, it's time for the NFL to protect these running backs as well. We protect the wide receivers. We protect every position except the running back position. That's the only position that they don't that who gets the ball that we don't protect. You protect the quarterback. You cannot hit them below the waist anymore. We protect the wide receiver. You cannot hit them up high. You cannot hit them really down low. You really can't do nothing to them. You really can't do nothing to a wide receiver, honestly. So why is it that we not protecting the running back position? I say you cannot hit a running back at their knees. Okay, if you want to ramp up below the legs, yes, you could. But aiming straight for the knees, I think that should be a penalty. I think that should be banned out of the game. Because if you look at it, they are protected every position except the running back position. And this right here is one of the most valuable positions. This right here is one of the positions that don't last long anyway. So knee injuries, that pretty much career ending. And God, man, I pray God that his career is not over with. But it could easily be over with for this young running back, Nick Chubb. I hope and pray that this ain't the last that we've seen of Nick Chubb. But the NFL got to do something. They need to do something with these turf fields. And they also need to do something about the running back position and how these players go and aim straight at the knees, with your helmet. You aiming straight for the knees Now let this be a quarterback. Now let this right here would have been Pat Mahomes. God forbid, I don't want to put Pat Mahomes in it, but I had to. Let this right here would have been Patrick Mahomes. The NFL would have been at the NFL headquarters right now, looking for something to change the rules on how they can make it to where this quarterback is not out for the season again. And that's why the NFL, that's why I say the NFL really devalued the running back position. The NFL did. When are we going to protect the running backs? Y'all already don't pay them. They're the workhorse of the team. Why not put something in place to protect them and protect their career? Y'all protect everybody else. You protecting the wide receiver position. Hell, you hit a wide receiver up top. Oh, you might get kicked out the game, honestly, especially if you hit him in the head. So let's protect the running back position as well. But like I said, and what's next? What do I think is next for the Cleveland Browns? We're gonna find out next week. Quick. If they can sign Kareem Hunt, I'll say that the Cleveland Browns can possibly be okay. But if they can't find Kareem Hunt, I just don't know. And Deshaun Watson, will Deshaun Watson return back to form? This is going to be a very significant week for the Cleveland Browns. It's significant. Very significant week. Because if they can't sign Kareem Hunt, I don't know if Jerome Ford can last running the way he runs. He's a little running back. So, the NFL is a very grinding game, very physical game. So Kareem Hunt is the one that they need to be on their knees begging to get him to sign back with Cleveland. And then maybe if Deshaun Watson can get his accuracy together, because a lot of those passes that he was throwing was out of bounds. His deep ball don't look too good. His deep ball don't look too good. It don't help that his receivers don't get no separation as well. But his deep ball do not look good at all. So it's gonna be Deshaun Watson is gonna have to pick it up some. And that offensive line, once the best offensive line used to be, the Cleveland Browns used to have the best offensive line. Then Conklin went down last week, and now they got a guy in there, I forgot his name, number 60 or something. It's some 69 or whatever. I don't know where they get some of these blockers from. Like, for real. Like, they just go to Waffle House and be like, hey, you look like you can block. Come on and block for us. Because at the end of the day, that dude was getting beat. That dude was getting wore out there on the field. I know he's probably in an ice tub right now because his body definitely got to be sore. But the offensive line is going to have to be better because the way Deshaun Watson, you want to hold on to that ball. Because the way you were fumbling that ball tonight, bro, that's not a good thing. With all the turnovers, you had one interception, 2 fumbles. Come on, man. You and think about it. That interception return for a touchdown. And y'all want to know what's crazy? The guy that was watching the game with me, he's a Cleveland Brown fan. This is what he said. After the first touchdown, he said, man, listen, Diggs, I'm telling you. He said the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to score one more touchdown on defense to win this game. That's what he said. And I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah, their offense not going to score. So their defense is going to have to win the game for them. So they're going to have to get a fumble or interception, another interception return for a touchdown to win this game. And damn, God behold, they returned a fumble for a touchdown off a missed block. Deshaun Watson fumbled, and TJ Watts picked it up, took it in for a touchdown. Like, bro, because Pittsburgh fans can be happy, but what y'all saw tonight, I wouldn't be very happy about that because that offense looked terrible. That running game looks terrible. So honestly, Pittsburgh, this right, y'all got this win. But think about everything you had to do to win this game. Think about, are you going to get 4 or 5 turnovers every game? Probably not. Y'all got 14 points from y'all defense. And y'all only scored 22 points. And 14 of them came on offense. One touchdown came on a 71-yard touchdown to George Pickens. And another thing, why Pittsburgh don't throw the ball to George Pickens? But that's beneath me. I don't care. Matter of fact, Pittsburgh Steelers. Every time I say this name, I'm gonna boo them. But Cleveland Browns, I look at some very dark days in the next 3 weeks. We're gonna learn a lot about y'all the next 3 weeks and how far y'all can go. And most likely it's the best division in football. The NFC, I mean the AFC North. Dolphins are in first. So we're gonna find out a lot about this team because I'm pretty sure in the next few weeks they're gonna play against Baltimore, which is who I think is the best team in this division. So it depends on how they play. Deshaun Watson, how he gets better and better over the weeks. But they are in crisis right now in Cleveland. Cleveland is just a bad luck place. But they're in crisis right now with Nick Chubb. Hey, get well soon, Nick Chubb. Hey, man, thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Real Untouchable Podcast with me, Ray Diggs. Hey, listen, I'm about to go ahead and come right back because I got another segment I want to talk about. Mel Tucker situation down there in Michigan State. So make sure y'all tune in. Hey, peace and have a blessed night, y'all. Peace.